don't expect my presentation to be as good as the last two, but it will be a bit different. So to start off, this presentation is a combination of my experiences over the past 5 years of chasing my personal and career goals. So let's get started. For the first thing, I have a question for everyone. I want everyone to raise your hands or not if you actually have done it. How many of you guys have set a New Year's resolution on, like, either this year or the past few years? I'll raise it. I had one this year. Okay. How many of you guys have still kept up with it is the real question. And so the statistics behind New Year's resolutions is that 80% of New Year's resolutions don't last till February, starting January. And a big reason behind that is that we set New Year's resolutions based off of a bit of different factors, and not necessarily why, and not necessarily because we want to set them. A lot of times we set New Year's resolutions based off other people and what we see and what society is showing us. So in going in about this, I'll go on to my first step in chasing your goals is asking yourself why. And this is really important because every time you set a goal, you should really ask, am I chasing this because I truly want to chase it? Or is it because society is validating it? Or because my friends thinks it's cool? Or some other external reason? So really ask yourself why you're chasing the goal and what is the root of it. Then the second thing is, how do you identify if you're chasing this for the right reason? Are you chasing this because I truly want to chase it? Or because, like, how do you identify or disassociate yourself? So a good thing that I do, or a way that I find myself identifying, or a way to disassociate yourself, is to ask yourself the question, is, would I chase this goal? Or would I chase it if no one ever found out that I achieved it and would care for or validate it? And if the answer is, no, I wouldn't chase it, then probably change it, because you later on will not value that goal enough to go through with it. And that's why initially, when you chase your New Year's resolutions, you set it off the fact that a lot of people are just, it's kind of the hype in the moment. Like, oh, it's a New Year's resolution, I'm gonna chase it for that reason. And when life gets hard, that's when you kind of let it go, because you didn't actually want it yourself. It was kind of in the moment. So onto that, after you identify the goals that you truly want to chase, we go on to the next step of the actual chase itself. So once you've identified the goals that you truly do want to chase and truly do care and would not care if anybody else found out, the first step is writing it down. And the reason why writing it down is so important is because it adds a little bit more of a conviction to your goals. It actually makes them real in a sense. And after you write your goals down, all of them, the ones that you value, you should break them down. We all set really high goals. So for example, myself, we started off with who's an engineering major. I promise you, every electrical engineering major or computer science student has wanted to work at Google at some point or another. But you can't just go from a freshman coming to college and going off to work at Google. So how do you get there? So that's what you do. What you do is you take your goal and break it down. Literally take a sheet of paper, write your goals down, and find the steps that you can do on a daily basis that you can accomplish every day. And then at the end of the day, hold yourself accountable. This is kind of what leads into a bit of the growth mindset. So the growth mindset is a mixture of doing that in everything you see. Essentially, you're chasing this goal of working at Google, for example, if you're an engineer, but then you do it in every aspect of your life. So for example, if you're you find a goal for how to become a better Muslim, how to become a better person, how to get in shape, how to become healthier. And you find a goal for every single thing, and you write it down that you can accomplish every day. And then at the end of the day, you ask yourself, did I meet my goals? Did I actually reach my daily goals or not? And truly ask yourself. And if you don't hit them for a period of time, then change them and see why you are not hitting them, or if you don't value them. And a big aspect of the goals that you set, depending on how big they are, if they're massive, like if your goal is to become president or do some insane amount of change in this world, then realize the bigger the goal is, the more you will have to sacrifice for it. And to an extent, it's kind of what this quote is. This quote was my wallpaper, or my like mod screen paper for the longest time, and I was trying to just go online. And it reads, if you don't sacrifice for what you want will be a sacrifice. So realize that. And along the way of your journey, the one big thing is you will fail. And there's two sets of failure. There's a failure that happens before you even start your journey to reaching this goal, and this the failure that comes afterward. And understanding that the failure that comes before, the reason why that failure exists is because your brain, in a sense, is trained to protect yourself from uncertainty like fear. And in a sense, you have 5 seconds to decide after the instinct kicks in that, oh, I'm not ready for this, or it's too tiring, or I'm just too tired, to decide and go through with it. And there's a good book by a very famous public speaker named Mel Robbins called 5 Second Rule that I highly recommend. The second type of failure is the failure that comes along the way. And I think this is really important because you will fail along the way at some point or another, chasing your journey or your goal or whatnot. And the key to this is the first step that we talked about on asking why we chased it. The reason why is because at that point, when you failed your 15th interview, when you failed however many exams or whatnot, at that moment when you're about to give up, you will realize that I said it because I wanted it. And at that point, time won't matter, it's just, you will keep going. And that kind of leads me to the last slide I have, is understanding that chasing goals and chasing success, no matter how much money you have, no matter how much success you have, no matter how many titles you get, you will not be remembered for that. You'll be remembered for what you do with the success you have. And so it's really important to understand that what really matters and what you will be remembered for is 2 things. The way you treat people, and the way the interaction they have with you, and what they remember, and how they felt when you personally one-on-one interacted with them. And second, the impact you made for them or the people around you. For example, think about it like this, right? There's 2,300 billionaires in the world. How many can you name off your head? The ones that you can name are the ones that have directly impacted you. The one, for example, you know the CEO or the founder of Google, Apple, all of those, because they directly impacted you. You use an iPhone, you use Google on a daily basis. Similarly, you know about Bill Gates because of all the humanitarian work he's done and how many lives he's changed. So at the end of the day, remember, chase success to make a change, not to get clout in a sense.